My heart is encumbered with so many thoughts. The thoughts of a people I call my generation. These thoughts overwhelmed me, and all that crossed my mind to do was to pick my pen and notepad to write. Then I began to write. Oh yes, it is a letter to my generation. My dear generation, a generation of people so vibrant, strong, and full of energy. Oh, a people driven by so much passion and enthusiasm. However, my heart is broken, for somehow an enemy crept in, made you captives, dragging you into slavery. You became slaves to sin. Addiction to alcohol, masturbation, pornography, and fornication suddenly became a norm. You made sin look normal and acceptable by covering it up with mild and nice names. Your young men became so desperate, full of lies and deception, driven by the desire to make money in any way possible. Your young ladies go after rich men for money, not minding the implications and consequences thereof. You became even worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Men marry men and women marry women. As if it was not enough, your men desired to become women and the women desired to become men, changing their gender. Social media has become the determiner of how to live your life, not the Bible. You made the name of Jesus become your usual exclamation. His name became a thing for comedy and entertainment. Where did you throw your love and fear for God? You commit so many atrocities, yet come before God in the assembly of His people to raise holy hands. You ask God for all you want, but you do not want Him to be your Lord. All you really want is what He can give, but not Him. You claim to know and love God, yet you own your will. You create a venture and pull Him into it without first seeking His will about it. You have misplaced your priorities, placing God last on your list. How did you get here? How did you become a generation so impatient? A generation so quick to bear titles without paying prices or enduring God's processes? How did you become a generation where everyone wants to become like someone else and there is so much strife and competition amongst many? However, in the midst of all these things, I hear Abba, our God, say to me, I will yet raise a remnant for myself. I will raise a people who will call upon my name, those who will love, trust, and seek me. A generation of believers who are not ashamed of the gospel. A people who will hate to be lukewarm and stand on my word above all else. He says, I will raise men who will sit at the feet of fathers to gain knowledge and wisdom, such that their zeal for the kingdom and its pursuit will be backed by knowledge. He yet says, I will raise a generation who will take light to the ends of the earth, those who will not compromise even when under pressure. They will proclaim that there is salvation in the name of Jesus Christ. Again, he says, I will raise warriors. Yes, warriors whose hands I will train for war and their fingers for battle, so that men may proclaim that I am King of kings and Lord of lords. Today I write to you as the one who exhorts. God yet seeks men who will be called His remnant. I ask you, oh my dear generation, are you ready and willing to be a part of God's remnant and the part of the rising army?